for joining us. With Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. And it's time for NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Now a chance to check out our starting lineups. Okay, first for the Bulls. And looking at the Cavaliers, we've got Durant, night in and night out. He is a fan favorite, a superstar big man that is a beast under the glass. Then there's Brown, and it's LeBron in at the power forward position.
Guys, how about the Bulls being able to nab the 5th seed in the East last season, in large part due to how they were able to play on the road. Of course, when you play tough, solid defense like they do, it makes it easier to be competitive and string together road wins.
And it's the Cavaliers to start out. On the wing, Brown. Three-pointer. Offensive rebound. So it's Chicago now. And there's the pass to Booker. Cunningham. Uncovered. Off the left rim and out. And for the Bulls, defense is one of the few things in the NBA that can neutralize a home court advantage. And Steve, a big part of why they had the success they had on the road.
Yeah, they went 21-20 away from the United Center, and one of only 5 teams in the entire East who managed to stay above 500 away from home. That's a real tribute to this team and the coaching staff. Nice way for him to get started here early.
And guys, hopefully a sign of things to come from him here.
Here's LeBron. That's good.
And I'll say this about him, Kevin. I mean, it looks like he's made of rubber sometimes because defenders just bounce off it when he's driving the lane. What a finisher.
And also, he's one of those guys who can cover 94 feet in the blink of an eye and often does, with or without help on the break. You know, it's always fun to play the hypothetical game with players. One with LeBron is just how good is he? Like, would he be able to go deep in March Madness playing with a good high school team? That might not be as ridiculous as you think.
And here are the Cavaliers now after the missed 3 from Cunningham. Maxey. LeBron with the block. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession. First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. Out of bounds. Cleveland will take possession. And Clark, you talked about LeBron and the college level. He looks like he's playing against college players, you know, Steve, with his strength and his size.
Well, he can do everything. No matter what you ask of him on the floor, he can do it. He can play point guard. He can play power forward. And defensively, I mean, how about last year during the playoffs? One minute he's guarding David West. In the next series, he's guarding Tony Parker. So the versatility is just incredible.
Off the charts, you're right.
The defense better not make a habit of giving him that shot. I mean, he doesn't miss many of them.
Cunningham gets the bucket.
Well, I tell you what, that is a lot harder than it appears. You've got to get your body angle just right to shield you from the defense.
Back to LeBron. Brown. Once again off the mark by Cleveland. Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. I spoke with the Cavaliers head coach for just a bit. He communicated to his players that when taking on Chicago, they have to be as physical as possible to match the intensity the Bulls bring. He said they have no problem banging bodies inside, and we shouldn't be afraid to respond. We can't be intimidated by them, and I want us to go right at them. Sounds like we'll have a physical game on our hands, guys.
Thanks, Doris. And here are the Bulls now. Kevin Durant picking up that last basket. Durant, and good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points.
But the defense just looked a little lazy on the glass there.
Yeah, nobody boxing out. That's inexcusable.
And they double him up with LeBron. Brown kicks to Durant.
I tell you what, the Cavs can certainly attest to how strong the Central Division was last year. It was a big problem for the Cavs finding wins against the rest of their division mates, and they ended up last in the Central Division standings. Boy, I tell you what, he does not look like your typical big man up there at the line. He has an excellent stroke and a percentage to match. Incredible timing on the alley-oop.
He absolutely hammered it down.
And that's the play we're going to remember when this game is all said and done.
Cleveland's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. LeBron sets the screen for Leonard. The three. It's Cunningham with the rebound. And for the Cavs, nobody expected them to win the Central by any means. But, Steve, their fans were hoping they could avoid another finish at the bottom of the heap and a division record of 3-13.
Well, that's 3 straight finishes at the bottom of the Central Division for them. But look, this is a tough group of teams with Indiana and Chicago, of course, at the top. But, you know, Cleveland is a young team. They're going up against some veteran squads. They should be better as this season goes on and as their young players continue to improve. Take a look at the rebound totals, guys. That's +5 now on the glass.
And, Steve, I don't think there's any question which team came out with more energy and enthusiasm.
And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. It's on Kevin Durant.
Well, I tell you what, you consider all the injuries the Bulls had last year, and you look at the 34-18 mark against the Eastern Conference, and it's absolutely remarkable considering what they had to go through personnel-wise.
And back to the Bulls in the East. It wasn't just one guy who stepped in the shoes of Rose or the departed Ashik. It was a group effort.
You know, you looked at the roster last year, you kind of scratch your head and go, how is this team going to get to the second round without Derrick Rose? But they did it with a group of role players, with a front line that was tough and nasty and rebounded well, and with great coaching, too.
LeBron passes to Leonard.
Well, he's got to watch himself now. I mean, that's 2 fouls already, and he can't afford another one.
And he's knocked off course by the D. The foul called. He'll shoot free throws. The Cavaliers shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
Well, pretty good numbers for this club a year ago, Kevin. 78% as a team from the free throw line.
Barnes, he's checked in for Chicago.
You don't see him have too many of those trips to the line.
Maxey lays it in without an inch of room around him.
And that's a difficult shot in the face of a defender that towers over.
Well, you know, he almost seems to enjoy those mismatches, Steve. It gives him a chance to show what a strong finisher he is.
There's the dish to Brown. Leonard with the ball. Working on Booker. And Leonard gets it to go.
His presence is very comforting for this team. He's kind of a fallback option for them anytime they need it.
Booker dishes to Barnes. Fires the 3. Up again. It's hauled in by Kevin Durant.
In terms of rebounding, it's been a sensational opening quarter.
I like sensational. That's a good word for it.
LeBron, that's a 2-pointer. Can't hit. And the Bulls going the other way now. Maxey. He passes to Cunningham. Wide open shot is on the money. Cunningham's got 7 points. Timeout is called. First of the game for the Cavaliers. Cavaliers trailing. Lays it up and dunks it in. 5 points in the game.
And I like that move to the hoop. You use your speed, go around the bigger defender.
Feeds it to Booker. From deep. It's hauled in by Brown.
Boy, just by his body language, Kevin, you can tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Yeah, a little frustrated now, shaking his head after that miss. Oh, yeah, he had not established position.
You know, I prefer the refs to whistle at a block when in doubt. I thought that was a good call there.
Cleveland moving the ball around. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Brunson.
Things have kind of gone south for him here in the quarter.
And unable there to get the go-ahead bucket. Rejected by Leonard. Now here's LeBron. Here's Durant. No good. Great D that time from Barnes. Chicago's gone 0-4 from three-point land to start out. Looking cold from outside. And it's blocked by Brown. Now here's Leonard. He's tightly guarded. The kick out to LeBron. Banked in off the glass. And the Cavaliers lead by 2.
You know, they've scored several times already here in the first quarter down low. I like that.
Yeah, me too, Clark. I think anytime you have success pounding the ball inside, you got to continue to go to the well.
Here's Booker. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him.
Well, LeBron James was probably his best season statistically a year ago. I don't think there's any question about it, guys. I mean, certainly it was his most efficient offensive season. I mean, he had career highs of 56% shooting from the floor and 41% from long range. I don't know if we've seen a player of his size put together those kinds of numbers with the types of shots that he takes. I mean, just absolutely stunning what he did in terms of his efficiency last season.
The Bulls making a switch here. Now here's Durant, defended by Holmgren. Mitchell passes to Fox. And taken away by Johnson.
Kick it out, kick it out.
Dishes it to Cunningham. Back to Johnson. They need this one. That drops. Johnson's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. And for LeBron James this season before last, he really focused on scoring in the post, mostly using his size and strength.
And we've seen his field goal percentage climb as a result. The low post work, I think the selection shoots fewer three-pointers, but a higher percentage. So now, how do you guard the guy? He's got everything in the package.
Here's Johnson, following the basket by LeBron James. And another shot, and there's the nice layup by Johnson. Johnson's got 5 points so far. Clark, a lot of give and take between these sides early.
Kevin, how about 6 lead changes in this half already?
Yeah, good one here. This is going to be fun to watch, too. Even in match two, both teams playing hard. Back and forth we go. That basket gives us just another lead change.
And there have been too many of those to keep track of. What a contest.
Here's Booker. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Past Holmgren. He feeds it to Booker. Lets it fly. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Brown's got his 3rd rebound tonight. Fox kicks to Durant. Nice open look, but it's no good.
Wow, I'm surprised. I thought that was definitely automatic.
Johnson can't get it to go.
Had a pretty good look at the basket, but defensively they did a nice job rotating, forcing the miss.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Cavaliers will retain possession. On defense, the Bulls, they trail by 1. Back to LeBron, all alone.
Been a poor shooting performance for him today, but luckily for them, a lot of his teammates have come through.
Johnson attacking, comes up empty down low.
Hey, the defense was right there, just waiting, doing a nice job of anticipating that play.
Steve, every team needs tough interior defense to be successful.
Here's LeBron. The shot is off. Excellent D there from Barnes. Chicago's gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by. Out of bounds, Cleveland takes possession.
That's not what they needed there, that's for sure.
Brown with it. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. It's Durant with the drive. Rebound by the Bulls.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
Here's Cunningham. And the 3 off target.
Boy, that's a surprising miss right there. He usually feasts on those wide open opportunities.
Cavaliers leading. 58 seconds left to play here in the first. Fox passes to Brown. LeBron left side. Clock at 6. And that one's good. LeBron's got 8 points.
I'll tell you what, he's made more than a few of those in his career.
They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going. And here are the Bulls now. Excellent use of the screen that time.
Hasn't been the hot start he's wanted here. I mean, he's got a few to fall, but doesn't seem on target most of the time he fires. That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Booker dishes to Cunningham. Shoots. Second chance effort. Rejected by LeBron. Here's Fox. Here's Mitchell. Drops one in from the wing. And the Cavaliers lead by 3. Here's Booker. Now the feed to Barnes. The tray. That one goes. Count it. Barnes has got his first 3 points of the game. Timeout called the Cavaliers. It's a tie game here in Cleveland. We'll get things started in the second quarter. And for Cleveland, we've got Durant, night in and night out. He is a fan favorite, a superstar big man that is a beast under the glass. Then there's Brown, and it's LeBron in at the 4. Now here's LeBron. Back to Leonard. Shot clock at 6. From downtown. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Kicks to Booker. And there's a nice one-handed slam. He can fly, can he? He'll make you forget he's a point guard sometimes.
Yeah, when he does decide to attack the basket, Kevin, he can do it with the best of them.
And this is the time to attack with these two teams locked in such a close game.
All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Thank you, Kevin. I spoke with the Cavaliers head coach for just a bit. He communicated to his players that when taking on Chicago, they have to be as physical as possible to match the intensity the Bulls bring. He said they have no problem banging bodies inside, and we shouldn't be afraid to respond. We can't be intimidated by them, and I want us to go right at them. Sounds like we'll have a physical game on our hands, guys.
And as always, Doris, thank you. The drive by LeBron. And that one's good.
He presents a defender with a serious challenge, always.
The Bulls have... Shooting for Chicago. 1, 2 shots.